Hi, YouTubers. I thought I'd give you a little more in-depth view of the area that I've been looking in. And a lot of the stuff is not on the last video, including the prints. I didn't put the prints in this video. But this is in the Mobile River Delta in South Alabama, about 300 square miles. This gives you a better look at what this place is like. It's beautiful, really, is what it is. But it's kind of hard to get around in some places, and it's tough looking for evidence, prints, stick piles or whatever. I don't know what to think of these stick pile things I've been seeing in some of the other videos. I haven't found any yet, and I've been in a lot of places, so not saying that they're... Anyway, we've got wild hogs in here that can be dangerous certain times of year. As you see here in this, the foliage on these cypress trees is just gorgeous. Pretty cool looking stuff, really. You got the hogs, deer, black bear, coyotes. I don't know if there's any wolves in this area or not. Of course, snakes. And it's gators too. I got some pictures of some of the gators. Certain times of the year, the gators are pretty aggressive. And those hogs can be aggressive too. This picture here is where I had a whistle of mine answered. But behind this tree, in that dark spot there, that's a big old cypress tree. It made the hair on the back of my head stand up, man. When you get something like that happen, I'm telling you, it's something else. It'll make you a believer or think real hard, let alone find some prints. As far as I'm concerned, the things are real. I haven't got a good picture of one. Here's something that you run into right here. I need to get out in the bank and do more looking at for prints where they're crossing at, and you got to contend with these boys here. Sometimes it's not so big a deal, but like I said earlier, depending on the time of the year, they can be aggressive. But you got to watch yourself. It's not all fun and games, believe me. But the tide in this area goes up and down, and it'll leave these prints bare, like when I blundered onto the ones I found in the last video. To be able to, it's hard to time when the bank is not underwater, because having a tide effect on it, a little south wind or a strong south wind, when the tide goes out, when you'd see prints, it'll keep it from draining out far enough. North wind, it'll blow it out earlier than it's supposed. It's hard to time it, is what I'm trying to say. Your research to get stuff done. This is a buddy of mine down from Missouri that come on this expedition with me. Total skeptic, complete total. I mean, he worked hard trying to find stuff. When we did find the prints, he actually thought I faked them. I'm telling you, when you find this stuff, it's just hard to believe. He wasn't here for the whistle. I was with another guy, and he won't even talk about it. I don't know if people are afraid people will think they're goofy or what if they even talk about it, you know. But I'm convinced this shot here has got a blob squatch in it. I didn't put it up and enlarge it. I just don't want to fool with that. I watched somebody else's video and they were blowing them up, and I did it with some of my stills, and I actually found a spot in that last. There's my buddy's got a ball bat. We've been stump knocking and on, but I want to get a good close-up picture of one of these things. If I'm lucky, it's going to be pure luck to get a good shot of one. I don't know. It's hard to get evidence of the existence of these things. The floor here in these woods, at the very background of this shot here, the banks back at the end of this shot, the boat's down below the bank. You can't see it because there's about a 4 or 5 foot drop off there. But finding prints in these leaves, right, like in this stuff, it's nearly impossible. I'm 210 pounds and won't leave a print in this stuff. You got to have some mud around, something soft to. By the way, some of this will flood in the spring, and this stuff will be underwater. Where he's walking right here, it'll actually be underwater. You'll have other little islands that are above the water. When I say just higher humps out in the woods, and some of it, that's pretty open in there. If you look, you've got, in some areas, you got like 75 yards. You can see, pretty good distance in there. And in some of these other shots, you see how thick the woods get. It's just a potpourri of here's an example of what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of standing water in there too, swampy. We'll walk around these areas looking for prints. Prints are the biggest deal to me to find in them. How do you explain that? The prints. It's hard to. And there's nobody out here. I get out here by boat. You can't hike into this place. You've got to go by water. This is isolated stuff. It's just a big deal even to get out to this place. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys some more pictures of the area. I hoped I had something better to show you, something more exciting, but that kind of stuff's hard to come by, for me at least. It just, plus it takes a lot of time to get out of here from where I live, and I wish I had more help, to go with me. But you got to be careful who you take with you. You don't want any publicity on this stuff. I'm not looking for it. But I hope you liked looking at this stuff, and I appreciate you guys looking at it. I hope you got a kick out of it and giving you an idea what the area looks like. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. Take a look at the other video if you want to see the prints. All right, fellas. Thanks.